Welcome to our video focused on the multimodal configuration of CO7 Segment A in the vicinity of 55th Street. In this video, we will describe the design from west to east. If you watched any of our previous videos, we will describe the similar elements of the preliminary design for this area. However, we will also highlight the unique aspects of the design around the 55th Street intersection. To orient yourself, north is at the top of the screen. All sides of this intersection include a mix of commercial, medical offices, and gas stations. The CO7 Segment A design has been overlaid on existing aerial photography. The layout has been stylized to color in the elements to make it as visually simple as possible. Let's explain the various multimodal elements shown here. Starting with the multimodal improvements, a 10-foot multi-use path is shown in light gray. The multi-use path allows both pedestrians and bikes and e-bikes at lower speeds. Directly adjacent to the multi-use path is a 5-foot sidewalk-level directional bike lane in reddish brown. The markings and materials on the ground would denote the difference between the multi-use path area and the bike lane. The bike lane is intended for more confident cyclists, while the multi-use path serves all cyclists, specifically those making shorter trips. The multi-use path and adjacent bike lane create an effective 15-foot area dedicated to pedestrians or bikes and e-bikes. Between the directional bike lane and the curb is an 8-foot area for landscaping and street amenities. The landscape amenities zone forms a buffer between the traffic and the bike and pedestrian spaces, while also providing space for snow storage. This configuration was supported by stakeholders in our previous engagement. The Business Access and Transit, or BAT lanes, will expedite travel time for buses and, over time, Regional Bus Rapid Transit, or BRT, along Arapahoe Avenue. The BAT lanes are generally the outside lanes of the roadway and are primarily for buses. However, traffic turning into and out of local driveways and streets can use this lane. You can see the red striping and bus-only labeling. The area on the south side of Arapahoe Avenue at 55th Street is constrained. The project team examined various configurations to add a BRT stop here and minimize impacts. Implementing the proposed preliminary design would require purchase of property and/or easements. As the design continues to advance, CDOT will work with the property owners to coordinate these improvements. You can see the multi-use path behind the stops merges with the brown bike lane to minimize impacts. Near the BRT stops where pedestrians and bikes mix, this design could slow bike traffic to avoid conflicts. The roadway elements or general purpose lanes are shown in dark gray with white striping. Just east of 55th Street, Arapahoe Avenue eastbound would transition from 2 travel lanes to 1, 11 feet wide. The westbound direction includes 2 travel lanes. All existing left turn lanes will remain. Now, let's take a closer look at the cross-section, right from the center of Arapahoe Avenue, offering you a clear and detailed view of the proposed changes. This is a cutaway version of the preliminary design. Imagine standing in the middle of Arapahoe Avenue looking east, where you can view a cross-section of the roadway. This perspective allows you to see the details of the plan. Keep in mind, each of the elements include dimensions, which may vary. Thank you for taking the time to view this video. We encourage you to watch the other videos in the series and learn more about the proposed multimodal preliminary designs along other areas of CO7 Segment A.